What's up, everybody? Back with another video today. Got Ivan, Caleb, and Peter, and then Ari as well. But we are out in the middle of nowhere and we're looking for two species of owl. Long-eared owl, which y'all know evades me on a regular basis, and short-eared owl, which I have also never filmed on camera. Chances of seeing either of them are low just because owls are tough to find, even if you know exactly where to go, which we don't. But we're also out looking for some other juniper type species. We just had a mountain bluebird, my spark bird, fly over. Would love to get photos and video of that bird, so let's see what birds we can find. All right, we picked up a few species while we're out here looking for long-eared owls. Picked up a loggerhead shrike, which is an awesome bird. Preys on songbirds and just like a really small thing, grasshoppers, and it'll pin those grasshoppers on barbed wire, which is pretty awesome. Sorry, I should say it is a songbird that preys on grasshoppers. And then we also picked up my spark bird, the mountain bluebird. Absolutely incredible bird species. We got a male and a female pair out here as well. So we're just scanning this area looking for any birds, to be honest, because migration is starting and new stuff is moving in. Let's see what we can find. Unfortunately, not a lot of action after seeing the loggerhead shrike and the mountain bluebirds. I haven't seen a bird since then. Of course, it's the middle of the day, and this trip is more planned around short-eared owls in the evening. Hopefully we can find those. Again, anytime you go looking for owls, it's never a guarantee, especially if you don't know exactly where to look. But in the meantime, I have been identifying various plants around me using iNaturalist, and I mean, some of these plants I do know. Let me highlight some of them for you. All right, so this big bluish plant here, one of the most common in the state of Utah, this is big sagebrush. Now, big sagebrush is pretty cool, kind of stinks, kind of smells a little bit. And then this little yellowish grass kind of mixed in with the sagebrush, that's cheatgrass. It's an invasive species and it's horrible for the environment and also leads to more fires. It's very flammable. This big green plant right here, that's Utah Juniper. So an awesome plant species as well, where you can find a whole bunch of various different types of birds: juniper titmouse, woodhouse of scrub jays, pinion jays, long-eared owls, etc. So pretty awesome to have all these plants around me. Even though we're not finding birds, we're still being little naturalists today, and let's see if we can find anything for you guys to get on camera. I picked up a really random bird. An osprey just flew over. There's probably a body of water somewhere over here. I mean, besides obviously the lake behind us, but it's got to be another body of water because it's kind of far away. Also picked up really good shots of the mountain bluebird as well. A lot better shots. And then in addition to that, picked up better shots of the loggerhead shrike up nice and close. So unfortunately, no luck on the long-eared owls. Wasn't expecting much. We don't really know where to look. We're just trying to look in habitat that's suitable for them, but we're going to continue walking and see if we can find some short-eared owls instead. What's up, everybody? We're at our last location. I actually messed up on my geography and I definitely did not get where we were supposed to go for short-eared owls. So we're kind of doing a shot in the dark here looking for short-eared owls. It's not looking like it's going to happen today. The sun's going down, but we did pick up some other species while we're here.
Don't give up, we'll get it.
Yeah, okay, don't give up, Ivan says. We're trying to find the short-eared owls out here. We'll see. sun's going down, it's the perfect time for them if they do pop out. But ended up picking up a long-billed curlew shots again. So some more long-billed curlew shots. Also, the scenery out here is incredible. Sunsets in Utah along the mountains are amazing. So super happy to see that. Let's see if we can find these short-eared owls before the sun goes down. All right, everybody, wrapping up today's video. Now, I do want to have a quick little talk with you. A lot has happened that's going to impact the future of birds, especially if we do not speak up and speak out. Recently, the Trump administration passed an executive order that would require things like the Endangered Species Act and the Migratory Bird Act to have an expiration date. This is called a sunset rule, which means that these agencies, federal agencies, would have to make a expiration date and these things would have to be renewed. Now, some people are like, well, it's fine, we'll just renew them. These acts are so important for birds and other species, of course, because there is no expiration date. There's no loopholes for companies to get their hands in there and destroy habitat. There's no wiggle room for our government to go and take lands from endangered species. These acts are there to protect the birds and other wildlife, and they must stay in place. So contact your local representatives, contact your senators, let them know that this needs to stop right now. We cannot have the Endangered Species Act, the Migratory Bird Treaty Act all shot down over an executive order. Again, this should be a bipartisan issue. Both parties have always supported conservation, at least these baseline acts that we have in place. Second, there's a bill that the House has introduced. I don't know how far along it is, but basically what it would do, it would declare habitat loss as a non-destructive force to wildlife or to endangered species, meaning that as long as you're not directly harming the birds, taking them out of their environments, shooting them out of the sky, etc., and you're just destroying habitat, you're good. This is a huge loophole and not something that we can afford, especially because habitat loss is one of the biggest things in terms of population decline, especially in birds. Obviously, this impacts all wildlife, but this is a bird channel, so that's why I'm talking on it. So again, contact your local representatives. This is very important, and we need to save the birds. Let me know in the comments below what was your favorite bird from this video. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you all next time on Bright-Eyed Birding.